Billionaires often make ridiculous requests when confronted with their crimes, as seen in the case of a Colombian millionaire convicted of drug trafficking. This billionaire wanted to construct a 5-star opulent prison specifically for himself rather than serve time in a regular jail. Surprisingly, the government permitted it. They granted him hundreds of acres so he could construct his own jail. Yes, this is only one. Get ready for more astounding instances of rich criminals who did insane things when faced with their crimes. Number 1. John Kapoor. John Kapoor established Insys Therapeutics, a pharmaceutical company, in 1990. But instead of helping others, John prioritized financial gain. Kapoor's business created Subsys, a potent painkiller 50 times stronger than heroin. Because Subsys contains the highly addictive drug fentanyl, it was especially harmful. In order to increase sales, Kapoor paid doctors to write Subsys prescriptions for people who didn't require such a strong painkiller. According to CDC studies, the number of deaths linked to fentanyl soared by more than 1,000% between 2011 and 2016. Kapoor received a 5.5-year prison sentence after it was determined that he had engaged in racketeering to boost the revenues of his company. Number 2. Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey has been brought to court on prostitution-related charges. He was also housed in a minimum security prison's private section for 18 months. To enable Epstein to conduct business while in prison, he was placed in a state prison equipped with modern internet facilities. Epstein could possibly spend years behind bars in this case. But did he escape with so little punishment? The response is astounding. Epstein reportedly has a black book containing damaging information about wealthy and influential individuals in the United States. According to sources, Epstein had secretly recorded CEOs, judges, and politicians in America acting inappropriately against the females he provided them. However, Epstein was discovered dead in his prison cell before he revealed anything. Next up at number 3, El Chapo. Joaquin Guzman was the leader of the Sinaloa cartel, one of the most violent drug gangs worldwide. Even though he was a powerful figure, he was arrested. His billions may not prevent him from going to jail, but they could help him escape. In 2001, Guzman made his first escape by paying a bribe to get out of a maximum security prison. This is said to have cost him $2.5 million. Guzman was eventually taken back and transferred to a different maximum security facility. But he didn't intend to stay long because his second escape was already in the works. But after escaping for several months, Guzman was apprehended once more. However, he wasn't imprisoned in Mexico this time. He was extradited to America, where he was sentenced to life plus 30 years. With or without his billions, Guzman should remain behind bars. Number 4. Silvio Berlusconi. Silvio Berlusconi was not a typical billionaire. In addition, he ruled Italy as prime minister. Berlusconi was appointed prime minister by the Italian people, who had high hopes that he would use his financial expertise to boost the nation's economy. However, their hopes were immediately dashed as the prime minister prioritized causing scandals rather than boosting the economy. During his political career, Berlusconi faced numerous charges, including embezzlement and tax fraud, which got worse with time. Also, Berlusconi was accused of attempting to bribe witnesses to avoid testifying against him. He invested millions of dollars in hiring the top attorneys to defend him. Despite winning in several cases, Berlusconi was ultimately found guilty of tax fraud. However, because of his age, he wasn't sent to prison, but instead served his sentence by doing unpaid community service. The last criminal allegation, number 5, Elizabeth Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes can be described as a liar. She claimed to have invented a machine capable of doing hundreds of medical tests with just a few drops of blood. Approximately $900 million was invested in Holmes's business by investors before they discovered she was lying. But Elizabeth did an unbelievable act to get herself out of trouble when it came time to face the law. She purposefully became pregnant in order to postpone her trial. Fortunately, the jury detected her lying and gave her an 11-year prison sentence after being proven guilty. Finally, billionaires frequently fall into legal issues, and when they are found guilty, the first thing they lose is their money. That's why the rich have devised secret schemes to hide their money all over the world.